What's up, everybody? I'm here. I am just, I am checking this guide because we're going to start Toxa story tonight. And I want to make sure that I know exactly when, where, and how to get Beast, Illusion, Absolute, and Pair. So I can make finest Phantoms this time. Because I wants to do that and show the y'all. And I want to play with them again because I've only played with them like 3 times ever. So yeah. Big lightning streak. So I'm just checking out this one guide on the side by Blink 187. Thank you, Blink 187, for making the guide. Because I don't have my documentation anymore. So Beast you get by clearing the stage. On 8. Hey Arcade, how you doing, homie? It's going alright? So... That's interesting. Where is... Pair? Pair's not listed here. But I'm gonna assume it's in chapter 15. Absolute is not listed here either. Illusion's listed in chapter 14. Beast is listed in chapter 8. Beast and Illusion are clear stage. I'm gonna assume Pair is 15, just like for Lacrima's story, because that's what this other guide said. Absolute text. This is by Yanqing. They are following Randerson's text. The way they obtain all the required text, basic, Beast, Illusion, Absolute, and Pair, except for the Pair text. The only thing to mention is that there's a typing mistake. In Toxa, chapter 6, you'll find a treasure in the ground, but the coordinates are right 11, up 7 steps from this spot. Instead of right 1 up 7, you'll find the absolute text there needed to create the finest. In both quests I obtained the Pair text as the bonus like we did last night. So, chapter 6 first, then chapter 8 I clear, chapter 11 I just clear, chapter 15 I do the no Kartia, all physical, and I should be able to get the finest.
Yeah.
Hey, Hoodie with the host, man. What's going on, dude? Thank you, sir. You can do what you want only if you use Silk Kartia. Just don't use Mithril and World Tree. Well, I just won't use anything. But yeah. Then from chapter 16 you can create a finest by making a cow and mixing it. Only Alana can do that. Got it. What ended up happening? One hand still? Oh man. So I have the memory of a flea, Hoodie. You'll have to remind me what exactly the injury was, because I was trying all night to remember. I just couldn't remember. I just remember you telling me about it a long time ago. It just feels so crazy that it's been so long. To finish Lacrima's story, so we beat Lord Belchamelts. Oh, you weren't even. Where were you? Where were we in the story when you left off? I can give you a quick sum up before we jump into Toxas. So chapter 6 and chapter 16 and 15 are really the only two I gotta worry about. The rest will sort itself out. Let me see, I'm trying to think. Because when you left, I saw you had left, but I was reading a story. So you knew about, I think you knew about Lacrima becoming an Inquirer to kill her dad. I'm pretty sure you saw her in the jail, and then she got the Kartia of Nothingness. So basically, from there, we went to... She found out the full truth. A bit after we learned how Shell really died. Bach left to kill someone with forbidden magic. Okay, cool. So yeah. So Bach left, and then it was just the four of us. We knew about Shell. We went to fight Canis / Vandor. She tried to get him to stop what he was doing one more time. I think you missed the cutscene with Eden falling on Adoris. No, you saw that one, I think. Either way, Eden fell on Adoris. She was all mad about that. They went to go fight Canis. She tried to get him to repent for his crimes one more time. He would not. So they fought. She was going to kill him, but Kun, Elle, and them stopped it. Okay, you saw that. Okay, cool. So they stopped her from killing him. It was like, you can't kill your dad. Like, that's too far. Because of the compassion they all showed, Canis gave up. He was like, okay, I'll turn myself in, but I gotta go beat Reguruzet first. So I'll catch up with you later. He leaves to go fight Reguruzet. We go to fight Lord Belchamelts. We take them out. We think we win. Belchamelts gets up because the bad guys are never dead, and he uses another Eden Earth Kartia, but this one is like a lot bigger, and it's an original. So then he dies from it, and Eden's gonna crush all of them. So they're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Well, where we're fighting Lord Belchamelts, the Heaven Kartia was there too, so it could fully create Eden where they are. Troy was gonna go use it, but then Lacrima decided to use the Kartia of Nothingness instead. So she used it and died, and so everybody was bummed. But this was after Kun talked about how he finally confessed his feelings for her. I think you might have seen that. But anyway, she wakes up. It skips to her, and she's like, oh, I'm still alive. What the heck's going on? And she sees her mom's grave. She sees Shell's grave wrapped in a world tree. Turns out she's in Eden. Bach shows up too because he used the original, and he died. And he found out that people who use the original don't actually die. People who use originals get transferred to Eden. And then he figured out that whenever you use Kartia in general that's not an original, you're not creating something from nothing. You're actually transporting things from Eden to Rebus. So Kartia is a transporting tool, not a create magic kind of a tool. And so he wants to investigate it because he realizes that the problem's going to be with how much Kartia has been so integrated in society. They're going to bleed Rebus dry of resources in no time. Canis meets up with Troy and all of them, finds out that Lacrima used the Kartia of Nothingness and died. So he uses the human Kartia to revive her and then goes to Eden. So he gets transferred to Eden. He runs into Bach and Lacrima and all them. They kind of explain everything that's going on. he's able to kind of make amends with Lacrima really fast, and then says she's got to go because he revived her. She gets kind of bummed and she wants to stay with the two of them, but they're like, nope, you got to go be with your friends, who she kind of forgot about. She was like, oh wait, yeah, I have. She's like, what, Kun? You know, Troy, what? Kind of a thing. Like, oh yeah, friends, people exist. So Canis and Buck decide to investigate how to start transferring things from Rebus back to Eden. Lacrima goes back and joins her friends. End of the story. They saved, game over. So, which is why it would have been a perfect setup for a Kartia 2, like a 15-year time skip, and Eden's like a barren wasteland and bleeding dry, and all the druids and stuff, because there's a full society there. There's cities and everything. You see it in the epilogue little movie. And so it could be like all the druids and elves there, like sick of humans, and they're ready to wage war, because they can cause stuff to happen on Rebus just by talking. They don't need Kartia cards because it's their element, their stuff. But then, yeah, like there's so many ideas for a sequel. It's amazing, especially now. And then you could have like, hey Pale Steiner, how you doing? You could have like, you could select one story be the perspective of Vigilance on Rebus, and then like maybe introduce another character that's a druid and have their story from their perspective on Eden, and then mesh it that way. Do some crossovers. Dude, it could be so amazing. And then have, I was thinking about this earlier, you could have multiple endings. So like you can have an ending based on how much you use Kartia. So if you use a ton of Kartia in all your fights, you're bleeding Rebus dry more. So then like, you know, they know because you're using it in the fights, and so your status in favor with them is a little bit lower. You might have a worse ending and Eden dies, or you use less Kartia and it's neutral, or you use no Kartia and you get a better ending because it's all physical. Like, man, I just want to reach out to the old devs and be like, please come back together and make my idea a reality. Please. Can you do that for me? That thing snaps really loud. So yeah, that's kind of how that wrapped up. And so now we're going to start Toxa's story, and we should be able to start with starting with our clear data. We should have items waiting on us that we can use. Sounds like Breath of Fire 5 mechanics with a dragon transformation. I don't remember Breath of Fire 5. I've only seen a little bit of it. But, yeah. I think that would be cool if this game ever had a sequel. I won't read this again because I already read it the first time I started the game. I've been talking for a second. And then, like, think of it this way. Since the original doesn't, like, kill the person who uses it, then the person Bach was supposed to take out, he probably did die, because the original was used on him. But, like, Lord Belchamelt's used an original, so he's on Eden somewhere. He's probably still, like, walking around and could be a repeat bad guy or something like that, too, that they have to stop once and for all. Now that he's seen that, you know, in his eyes, there is no God. He just, like, goes insane or something over 15 years or whatever. Or maybe he helps you or something. I don't know, man. There's so much potential they could have had. So it's sad there wasn't a sequel. This picture up here, this art here, I actually drew when I was in high school. It's Toxa, based on his portrait in the book. Or something like that. I don't have the book anymore. But now we're going to do Toxa's story. Toxa the freelance knight. The year 1043. Mother, I'm worried. There's nothing to worry about, Mona. I cannot foresee our future. I sense something terrible will happen. My poor dear, your elven side has keenly sensed the beginning of destruction. Hold on to this. What is this, Mother? It is the forbidden Kartia that should be hidden away. This is what humans call an original. Forbidden Kartia? What can you create from this? The word on this Kartia means nothingness. This Kartia can wipe out all of existence. A Kartia that can wipe out all of existence? Then why are you giving this to me? You sensed the beginning of destruction, Mona, and I didn't. This means the era will change, and my work is finished. No, Mother, that can't be. Mona, you will always be regarded as an outcast from the human world and the elf world. But for now, you have to obey the stronger one. Mother, what should I do? The reason why we have the Kartia of Nothingness is to erase the cause of the destruction. It must be given to the righteous one. But without the text that explains the meaning of the word on the Kartia, people cannot use it. There is a human who has the soul of an elf. That person can use the Kartia of Nothingness without the aid of the text. But how can I find this person? When the time comes, this person will be led to you. You will know when you see that person. How long will you be able to hide the fact that Mona has disappeared from the cathedral?
A week at most.
Misty, take Mona with you. Mother.
What about her mother?
We have San and Mona. We don't need her. Take care of her just like the other elves.
We can't blame God if we are damned.
Well, we are creating Eden, aren't we?
Any progress on deciphering the text?
We're trying to figure out the elements now.
Your father failed in the first experiment. Are you sure you can do it this time?
Don't worry, I'm not like my father. But you have to keep the Inquirers quiet. As long as you do that, the rest is easy.
Good. By the way, how is Mona's brother doing? We got him first, didn't we?
He is doing well as the leader of Akueldo. Unlike Mona, he is very enthusiastic about Kartia. His ability surpasses mine.
He surpasses you? Because he uses evil magic?
He's more of a monster than a magician.
I have one question.
What is it?
I want to know what you are thinking. You lead the rebels, and you are trying to create Eden. What is your true purpose?
Why do you want to know that?
I'm doing this to find out the existence of God. Each participant and the rebels have their own reasons.
So?
I have dedicated everything to this project. Tell me everything.
I want to create Eden. That's all. Plain and simple.
What a liar. I have no intention of giving you heaven. You heretics have no chance of winning. The record of fake.
What? I just read that as the record of fate. Count Sheena on estate.
Hey, get up and walk. Don't sit down.
Please, let me go back. Sorry, I can't let you do that.
I guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way.
Garum, stop.
Because of her, we're stuck on this mountain. We're more than 3 days behind.
Mona's escape was your fault, Garum.
I think you were too easy on her.
Do you have a problem with my methods?
No, not necessarily.
Well, you're here earlier than I expected. Carry those bags to the warehouse. We don't have enough manpower here.
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I? What manners? I'm the daughter of the Count Shinan.
The daughter of Count Shinan? Lady Shinan?
You're not the usual merchants I see. I apologize, Lady Shinan. We were not aware that we are on the Count's estate. Please forgive us. Well, now that you know. By the way, who are you? We're just humble merchants who are lost. Please help me, I'm in danger! What is going on? The clothes she's wearing. Aren't those the clothes of a druid?
Will you shut up? Dang, hit her.
Stop! Isn't she a druid?
Garum? Yeah, I know.
You guys are thieves!
Now that you know, you'll have to come with us.
Sorry to disappoint you. I'm not interested.
If you value your life, you'd better come with us.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm pretty strong, so watch it. That is a Kartia used for attack. Is this girl an encryptor?
She's just bluffing. Stand your ground.
Oh, damn.
Wait!
Garum, hold it. Don't waste time on that girl. Where's Mona?
Mona's right there. What?
Damn it, she escaped again. Great. Bring her back now.
I'll just wait till I get my hands on you, kid. Let's go. Druid girl. Is that Kefka? No. I kept a picture from back then. I have all my pictures and comics and stuff that I drew from back in the day.
The estate of Count Shinan is located on the eastern side of Adoris and on the border of Crossland. There's not much going on. I was really surprised to hear that they have a world tree because it is forbidden to nurse a world tree. It is a divine tree that only shrines can raise. I asked about the details of the rumor. Then I found out that recently the shrines were allowing the nobles to keep nurseries. Greed is the one thing that doesn't change. Duran, a member of Vigilance, and I came to the estate of Count Shinan from the town of Canis, because there's a ceremony of purifying the world tree. Ceremony of purification? What an old-fashioned thing to do during this day and age. However, I can't say that in front of Duran since he's a soldier of the shrine. Twing, 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 twing.
Hold it.
You sure are a Vigilance member. I've got to be serious about this or I'll be defeated. You're still not showing your true strength? Why don't you quit being a security guard and join the Knights of Adoris? I'm still not sure what I want to do. I want to stay as a free knight until I find my true purpose in life. You're very thoughtful. I'm impressed. We're talking about a lifetime commitment here. Looking for a master you can trust? Anyway, coffee or tea? Oh, are you creating it? Thanks, I'll take coffee. Wow, it tastes great! It's the one we had before we came here. It's 3 days old. The aroma may have become weak, but I bet it still tastes good. You remember the taste? Oh, you have a really good memory. I'm just particular about some things. And you, Duran?
Barley tea? Oh, that's definitely you.
Getting back to the subject, Alana. You can be a knight of Crossland with your skills. I'm a dancer. I'm not from a prestigious family. Actually, I'm far from it. When I go back to my village, I'll be the son of a merchant. Never mind, Toxa. My goal is not to become a knight, but to be the same as a shrine warrior. Oh, by the way, where are the other knights? Oh, the Adoris knights left to stop the rebels in Nordia. You mean you're the only guard around here, Toxa? Yeah, until the revolt Nordia ends. Duran, why don't you gather some shrine warriors?
I'll give it a try, but I can't promise anything.
Oh, I can handle it by myself. You just saw my skills, didn't you? Besides, it's not like there's any immediate danger. You do have a point there.
Well, then we'll be leaving.
Hey, since you guys are not that far from here, come and visit me anytime. Really? I will. Huh? Hurry! It's an emergency! What happened, miss? This girl's been attacked. I think she's a druid. Have thieves broken into the estate? That's what I said. You're a guard, aren't you? I see. Miss L, take me to the place where you saw the thieves. We'll join you, Toxa. You may need help. Are you sure?
Count Shanon's estate is under the protection of vigilance. As a shrine warrior, I'm sworn to protect the druid girl.
Thanks. With you two, nothing can stand in our way.
Don't you ever do that again. Did you really think you could get away from me?
Leave her alone, Garam. By the way, have you noticed anything unusual?
I know. Seems like we're close to the fortress. I thought this area looked familiar. Who the hell are they?
You're quite slow, aren't you? That's the leader. The one behind her is the girl.
Hey, you're intruding on the Count's territory.
Let the girl go.
Kidnapping a druid is a serious crime.
That girl is an encryptor? Shrine warrior is not a problem since they can't create phantoms. But with the Adoris Knight...
What do we do, boss?
I'll take care of them. You guys take Mona to the fortress. Hey, wait! They can create phantoms?
Huh. That's a common type called Miles.
We have to create phantoms as well. Leave the phantoms to me. The common type is vulnerable to the shadow type. Here you go, a shadow Miles. Victory is ours. Look, he's going to create something. That's a doll type, the natural enemy to the shadow type. You guys don't play fair. There's no use in getting angry at the enemy. They send out a doll phantom, then we just counter it with a common phantom. Here you go, the natural enemy of the doll type. Common type phantom Miles.
He's like, well, I've got an army now. Boss, I'll leave the rest to you.
You're not getting past me. Hey, you're the bad guys here. Toxa, I want to ask that thief something. You want to know about the druid girl, right?
Now we begin. And now we find out if I got gear for them.
I really hope so.
I should have the lucky hammer so they can get some extra experience going. Kill the female thief. These guys are all gonna come back here because I'm not gonna use them and I'm gonna delete them in the next fight. And I'm not gonna use L because screw that. Because as we saw in Lacrima's story, L goes to her side, so there's no point for me to level her up at all. So she'll just stay in the back. Hey, I wonder if she has the gear from the other playthrough though. Nope, she doesn't. Alright. So Toxa, you come on up here. And boom, look at all that gear we got for you, baby. I'm gonna give him the lucky hammer though, so they can get some extra experience going. But so you can keep the gear, but as you see, you don't keep the Kartia, so we gotta start over again. You're gonna have the lucky hammer. Give Scream Robe. So the good thing about this is that means I can put them in situations where they'll just like not get hurt by anything right now. So the second story is always a little easier. You don't have to really grind items as much. There we go. If the Lucky Hammer gets too lame, then I'll switch to better weapons, but I'm not gonna mess with that right now. So the stages to kind of grind XP is a little easier with Toxa than it is on Lacrima Story. Just so you know. You know. But these three will be the main ones we use, and then we'll get a couple other people. Which y'all will probably, since if you've seen a lot of the other story, a lot of these things will kind of link up and you already know some stuff, like with Mona and the Kartia of Nothingness and what happens with that and whatnot. So, y'all know what's good. So I'm gonna do that. I don't want these guys running around and going down there to the bottom. Yeah, you could do Toxa first and Lacrima second. And I've done it both ways. Doing it the other way doesn't really matter. You don't really have an easier time either way or whatever. I'm surprised that one attacked him, honestly. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I prefer Lacrima first or not. I don't think I really have a preference. I think out of all the times I've played, I've alternated them, the starts, so it's pretty equal in who I started to play through with and who I didn't, I think. Is at 43. 65, so yeah, about 20. Hey, don't go down there. Oh, I thought that was gonna give him. That's good though. The Lucky Hammer is actually a pretty solid weapon. You lose some attack from the bottom and from straight forward, but the experience gain's worth it. Definitely. Alright, I'm gonna send Toxa up here. Start working on these dudes. I've done this fight where I've just had like tried to have Toxa kill as many things as possible by just having him rush the top and everybody swarm him. I think I got him to with the Lucky Hammer. I think I got him to level, almost level 6 just in this first fight. It's not worth really doing, but with the Lucky Hammer you can do it. As you see, he's already level 3. Since I have the gear that I need, I'm not really gonna mess with the arenas. Usually when I play this, like, I'm all over the arenas and I'll grind arenas for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours at a time. But because my time to stream is limited, I won't do that. And it gets really boring to watch, honestly. It really does. So I won't bore y'all with that. I'll just go through. Because I don't need to create gear, so. The only reason why I didn't get Toxa higher than level 6 is because they start to run away. And sometimes they'll run down to your Phantom, so you have to just kind of fight them, because they'll pick a fight with them. I'm gonna have Duran go after them too. Have Alana go for this dude. Here we go. Oh, that's a recovery spot? I never realized that right now. It's been a bit. I always forget those flowers are recovery spots, and that they give you like 5 or 6 of them on the first stage. Because they don't do that in Lacrima Story. So we'll have him start working on her. So between the two stories, I think I prefer, like for the fights and stuff, I prefer Toxa's story in terms of the fights, except for that one chapter that he has. I hate. He has one chapter where I have to fight, and I just hate it. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. I hate doing it. Every single time I've played it, it's like the one fight in this game that I dislike the very most. Alright, I'm gonna have Alana come work on Misty so she can be level 4. Bring Toxa down here. Okay. So they're all level 4. 3 levels in the first fight's really good. Without this Lucky Hammer, they probably all would have just been like high level 2, low level 3. So we gained a lot more. You lost the battle. Just give up. Huh. We're gonna chase after the enemy? Of course, we have to save the girl. No, let's go back for now. Why? She might get killed. They wanted her dead. She would be dead already, right? Seems like you're the only one with a brain here. We need to get more Kartia first. Toxa, let's go back. Okay. I promise to save you. Please stay safe until then. Alright. Stone and I forget the bottom one. I think it's some body part or skin, or it's not arm. It's not eye. Whatever. Where did your friend run away to? Hey, I know you're not deaf. Calm down, Toxa. You have to calm down. Yeah, but... First of all, tell us your name. You really think I'm gonna tell you anything? You sure are full of yourself. That's it. I'm not gonna take it easy on you just because you're a woman. Go ahead, try me. I'm a woman, but I don't have to be nice to you. My name is Misty. Misty Rogue. Rogue? Where have I heard that name before? It's probably Rouge, but whatever. Rouge. Rouge. Oh my god, are you the daughter of the Rouge family? Do you know the name, my lord? It's the name of a noble who used to own our neighboring land. His family and himself were slain one night. That was about 10 years ago. I never knew that. Oh, that's a horrible story. The daughter whose family was killed by thieves is now a thief herself. What a sad story. It's true. Like this man said, I am the result of a fallen family. Go ahead and laugh. Miss L? That was so dumb. Alright. To the next chapter.